Kim Kardashian's world has been rocked. Fans are in disbelief as shocking news surfaces. The reality star has revealed she is facing a brain aneurysm, a serious and potentially life-threatening condition. And according to insiders, the immense stress from her divorce with Kanye West is playing a major role in this health scare. This is more than celebrity drama. This is a story about the pressures of fame, heartbreak, and the very real consequences of emotional stress on the body. So, what exactly is a brain aneurysm? In simple terms, a brain aneurysm is a weak or bulging spot on a blood vessel in the brain. Think of it like a balloon forming on a fragile pipe. The danger is that if it bursts, it can cause severe bleeding in the brain, leading to serious complications, sometimes even life-threatening situations. Symptoms can include headaches, vision problems, nausea, or sometimes there are no symptoms at all, which is why it can be incredibly dangerous. For someone constantly under the spotlight like Kim, the stress and pressure of her personal life could exacerbate the risks associated with this condition, making it all the more concerning for her fans worldwide. Now let's talk about why this is hitting so close to home. Kim's divorce from Kanye West has been one of the most public, high-profile separations in celebrity history. From the moment they split, every step of the process, custody battles, legal disputes, and public statements has been dissected, debated, and broadcasted to millions. But behind the glitz, behind the media coverage, there's an emotional toll that few really see. Sources say that the stress and tension surrounding the divorce have been immense. And for Kim, it's not just emotional, it's physical. And now it's affecting her health in a serious way. Imagine living a life where every move you make is under a microscope, where every decision is analyzed and criticized. And on top of that, you're dealing with the breakdown of a marriage that was once considered iconic. That's the reality for Kim. Her brain aneurysm diagnosis has fans worried, not just because of the medical danger, but because it highlights the human side of fame that we rarely get to see. Money, influence, and status can't shield anyone from stress, heartbreak, or serious health scares. Social media is exploding with concern. Fans are sharing messages of support, flooding platforms with hashtags like Pray for Kim and Kim Kardashian Health. Celebrities, influencers, and even casual observers are weighing in, expressing both shock and empathy. Everyone seems to agree on one thing. This isn't just gossip anymore. It's a real human story that demands attention. The world is watching not just a celebrity, but a mother, a businesswoman, and a human being facing a potentially life-altering condition. Experts have long warned about the physical toll of chronic stress, and Kim's situation is a textbook example. Stress doesn't just make us anxious or tired. It can have severe effects on the body, increasing blood pressure and straining blood vessels, which are direct risk factors for conditions like brain aneurysms. Combine that with emotional heartbreak, constant public scrutiny, and the logistical nightmare of high-profile divorce proceedings. And it's clear why fans are genuinely concerned for her well-being. What's happening to Kim isn't just tabloid fodder. It's a real, tangible consequence of life under the spotlight. Of course, questions are swirling. How serious is her aneurysm? Has she had treatment yet? Is she taking steps to manage the stress from her divorce? While Kim hasn't shared every detail, insiders say she's focusing on self-care, health checkups, and staying close to family. The public can only speculate, but one thing is undeniable. The combination of emotional stress and this serious health condition makes this one of the most alarming stories of her career. Beyond the headlines and the public commentary, there's a deeply personal story here. Kim's journey has been about fame, power, and influence, but now it's about resilience, vulnerability, and survival. The brain aneurysm diagnosis shines a light on the fragility of life, even for someone seemingly untouchable. And for fans who have followed her rise, her family, and her public struggles, it's a stark reminder that behind the Instagram posts and fashion spreads, there's a human being experiencing intense challenges. As the world continues to process this shocking revelation, one thing is certain: Kim Kardashian's story is far from over. The intersection of personal heartbreak, public scrutiny, and serious health concerns makes this a story that resonates with millions, reminding us all that no level of fame can protect anyone from the pressures of life. And as we continue to watch her navigate this critical chapter, the implications for her family, her career, and her own personal well-being are only beginning to unfold. Kim Kardashian's life has always been under the unforgiving spotlight, but this latest revelation has shown a side of her that few have ever witnessed: vulnerability, fear, and the very real physical consequences of a high-stakes, high-pressure life. The shocking diagnosis of a brain aneurysm has cast a shadow over the seemingly glamorous world of Kim Kardashian, and insiders say the emotional and psychological stress from her divorce with Kanye West has only intensified the situation. This is a story that goes far beyond celebrity gossip. It's a story about the pressures of fame, heartbreak, and the fragility of life itself. To understand the full impact, we need to look at the divorce itself. Kim and Kanye's separation wasn't just a private matter. It was a global spectacle. Every court filing, every statement, every rumor has been dissected, debated, and broadcast to millions. And while most people only see the drama, the glitz and the headlines, few realize the emotional toll it takes. Divorce is hard under any circumstances, but when your life is constantly under scrutiny, the stress is amplified exponentially. Sources close to Kim have said that the divorce has been a roller coaster of emotions, moments of anger, frustration, sadness, and even fear, all happening under the constant gaze of the media. And let's talk more about what this diagnosis means. A brain aneurysm is essentially a weak or bulging spot on a blood vessel in the brain. Imagine a tiny balloon forming on a fragile pipe. That's what's happening in Kim's brain. The danger, of course, is that if it bursts, it can lead to severe brain bleeding, stroke, or even death. Symptoms can be subtle or sudden. Severe headaches, blurred vision, nausea, sensitivity to light, and sometimes there are no warning signs at all. For someone like Kim, constantly juggling business meetings, court obligations, public appearances, and motherhood, the physical strain of stress could worsen the risks. Medical experts warn that high stress levels can raise blood pressure and put extra strain on blood vessels, which is especially concerning for someone with this condition. Experts also point out that emotional stress can have surprisingly direct effects on the body. Chronic stress doesn't just affect your mood. It changes how your heart works, how your blood vessels behave, and even how your body heals. For Kim, the emotional turmoil of her divorce, coupled with her demanding schedule and relentless public scrutiny, creates a perfect storm. It's a cautionary tale of how fame, stress, and personal trauma can converge to create serious health risks. And while no one can say definitively what caused her aneurysm, the timing and the stress factors are raising eyebrows among fans and health experts alike. Now let's revisit the divorce for a moment, because this is central to understanding Kim's current situation. Kim and Kanye were once one of the most iconic couples in pop culture history. Their love story, lavish lifestyle, and massive influence made them the subject of headlines worldwide. But their separation has been anything but quiet. Custody battles over their children, disputes over finances, and very public disagreements on social media have turned what could have been a private, personal matter into a global spectacle. For Kim, every decision, every statement, and every move has been under scrutiny, creating intense emotional pressure that's hard to imagine for anyone outside of celebrity life. Social media has erupted in response to this news. Fans are expressing concern, sharing prayers, and posting messages of support. Hashtags like Pray for Kim, Stay Strong Kim, and Kim Kardashian Health have been trending worldwide for days. Celebrities, influencers, and even casual social media users are weighing in, discussing not just the health implications, but also the psychological toll of fame. There's also a lot of speculation. People are asking how this diagnosis might affect Kim's projects, her public appearances, and her family life. The reaction isn't just about curiosity, it's empathy, concern, and shock, all rolled into one. Fame has its perks, luxury, influence, access, but it also comes with relentless scrutiny. Every action is documented, every word is analyzed, and every misstep becomes headline news. For Kim, the constant pressure has likely contributed to the mental and emotional strain she's experiencing. Experts say that long-term exposure to public stressors can increase the likelihood of physical health issues. And in Kim's case, it's terrifyingly relevant. While fans often envy her lifestyle, they may not realize the very real emotional price she's paying. There's also growing speculation about how this will affect Kim's empire. From reality TV projects to business ventures like Skims, KKW Beauty, and more, Kim has been a powerhouse in entertainment and entrepreneurship. But with her health in jeopardy, fans are wondering whether she'll slow down, delegate responsibilities, or even take a break. And of course, the ongoing divorce complications with Kanye add another layer of complexity. Balancing custody arrangements, public appearances, and personal well-being has never been more challenging, and the pressure is showing. What makes this story resonate so much is the human angle. Kim Kardashian isn't just a celebrity. She's a mother, a businesswoman, and a person facing serious challenges. Her aneurysm diagnosis, intertwined with the stress from her divorce, is a sobering reminder that no level of fame can shield anyone from the realities of life. Fans are reminded that vulnerability is universal, that even the most powerful people can face crises that are deeply personal and physically threatening. Questions continue to swirl. How severe is her aneurysm? Is she receiving treatment? What measures is she taking to reduce stress and protect her health? While Kim hasn't shared all the details publicly, insiders indicate that she is prioritizing her well-being, surrounding herself with family support, and taking steps to manage her health. The uncertainty keeps fans and the media on edge, but it also highlights her resilience and determination to face a difficult chapter head-on. As the world watches closely, Kim Kardashian's story continues to unfold. The interplay between her brain aneurysm, the pressures of fame, and the emotional turbulence of her divorce from Kanye West is creating one of the most dramatic and human stories in recent celebrity history.